It is Monday, March the 14th. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. Pie Day, and I'll just say I'll accept any and all pies throughout the course of the day today. Shipments accepted at the television station. But it is a quiet start to the day. We had a very cold weekend overall, really blustery conditions Saturday after the morning mountain snow. Actually, the snow lasted in some mountain spots all day. Frigid Sunday morning. Still quite chilly yesterday afternoon, and now we're crawling out of the deep freeze. Now, this is a look as I cut the video, which is just prior to 7 a.m. That is a look toward uptown Charlotte from our Dowd YMCA camera. No real problems out there, but it is chilly. Not nearly as cold as yesterday at this point in time, but chilly. 38 in Charlotte. Temperatures, there you go. There's your 24-hour temperature change. It is a good bit milder than what we had at this juncture yesterday morning. 30 in Albemarle, 29 in Wadesboro, 28 in Salisbury and Lincolnton, 33 in Gastonia. Mountain temperatures in the 30s and 20s as well. So, yeah, it is chilly. You will want the jackets or the coats this morning. You won't necessarily need them in many spots this afternoon with some milder temperatures coming. There's regional temperatures. Columbia, South Carolina, right at freezing, 33 in Wilmington. Outer Banks, 45 in Cape Hatteras. Roanoke, Virginia, at 37. All right, so there's Storm Tracker. By the way, the purple shady counties down into South Carolina and Georgia, now those are freeze warnings. The growing season has technically begun down that way, even though temperatures aren't even as cold as what we have in North Carolina. Growing season hasn't technically begun in North Carolina just yet. Some snow flying in the upper Midwest. That won't bother us. Right now things are very quiet across the southeast, but look what happens. Let me flip on the high-resolution future radar. Look at this rain and thunderstorm activity developing late today through the southern plain states. That is the beginnings of our next storm system. That'll wind up bringing us a pretty soggy weather scenario on Wednesday. All right, I'll show you that more in detail in just a second. So that is our Arctic area of high pressure. It was right overhead yesterday. Now it's offshore. More of a southerly flow of wind on the back side of that. In fact, I think I can show you the current winds. And we'll see these more southerly winds off to our west translate into our area with time today. Temperatures this afternoon will get very mild, certainly milder than what we had over the weekend. So the warming trend is undoubtedly underway. There's our highs across the region this afternoon, specifically around the Charlotte area. A lot of mid-60s for highs out there. Mountain zones, many mountain areas in the 50s. I think our foothill areas likely get into the 60s this afternoon. All right, so we do have some thin high clouds overhead. You can see that there on Futurecast. Those largely exit. Tons of afternoon sunshine with those milder temperatures. Clouds begin to arrive late tonight, and then I think sort of a partially sunny sky tomorrow. Should be dry through the day tomorrow, but then as we do get into Wednesday, there we go. That next round of rain will arrive, and it looks like at this point a pretty good soaker for Wednesday. All right, so here we go with the upper level chart. This is the 0Z run of the European model, and here comes our next storm system. This is this evening. You can see that big trough in the southern plains. I showed you the precipitation response earlier. And watch this low pressure area in the upper levels kind of cut off from the main upper level flow off to the north. So it just kind of meanders in across the southeast through Wednesday. That's why it takes so long to get here. So that system then departs. We await the next one that swings in. That one looks much more moisture deprived in the Friday, Saturday time period. So here's what it looks like at the surface. Again, 0Z run of the European model. That right there is the end of the day Tuesday. And then we get up into Wednesday morning. You can see that area of rain translating through Georgia and into the Carolinas. And there are some indications on some of the modeling of the old Carolina split where you see some heavier rains near the coast, some more extensive showers in the mountains. I haven't completely bought into that scenario yet, but it is something to consider to see how that looks like it's going to unfold. And I'll zoom into North Carolina here on the European model. You can see that a little bit more in detail. Now, that is not the case, that split scenario on the GFS. Watch this. This is the latest run of the GFS, the 60 run. You get a lot of rain in western and parts of central North Carolina Wednesday and Wednesday night departing Thursday. So if you want to see the discrepancy here in rain totals, there are the, let's see, get it to pop up here. There we go. There's the rain total from the GFS model that just came in once it pops up here. And it's going to be much higher than what you see on the European model. And that is not wanting to behave. Let's see if we can do it this way. All right, so here's the European model. It's just not one to. There we go. All right, so there's the European model, and you can see the rain totals through Wednesday and early Thursday. Relatively underwhelming, but on the GFS, it's going to be a much higher rain total scenario. There you go. And again, it's just kind of the handling of those features and where the heaviest rain falls. The national blend of models looks like that. And I'm kind of going with this idea for now. We may need to beef up those totals if it appears the GFS and the Canadian kind of scenario with the wetter weather scenario looks like it's going to unfold. By the way, let me go back here to the European model real quick. Let me just expand the view out here, and I'll show you. We'll go to the southeastern perspective. We'll stick with the GFS here. The next storm system, that is going to get here in the Friday night, Saturday time period. All right, so there is the departing system early Thursday, late Friday, early Saturday. A much more moisture-deprived system arrives, so I've tossed in some small shower chances for late Friday into early Saturday, but at this point, that doesn't look to be too big of a deal. Longer term, there's the Charlotte highs and lows from the European ensemble. Notice no big shots of Arctic air on the horizon. So I think overall, relatively mild temperatures on the way, certainly this week and probably next week too. So a milder stretch of weather resuming after that really cold shot of air over the weekend. All right, remember, you can check us out on Spectrum News 1 on television. At any point in time, I'll have your Charlotte and Western North Carolina weather details through the day. And also, the Spectrum News app there for you. Tons of great content on the app. Be sure and check it out. A lot of good stuff there for you. All right, that's it for the latest edition of the video. Have a wonderful Monday. Stay safe, and God bless.